Hey, it's Celebrate Truth. I'm Robbie Davidson. We've got a real good one for you today. A lot of news has been circulating about the big hole that the asteroid did in the International Space Station. We got an article here. Astronauts find hole in the International Space Station. Plug it with thumb. There's a hole in my spaceship, dear NASA. A hole. Well, we're going to find out exactly a little bit more about this hole. I wanted to do a special broadcast. This is live. I'm coming to you live here. I'm going to be taking off here in about an hour. So I want to do a quick video. It is absolutely crazy. I just actually got off the phone with a good friend of mine. He's on air at a radio station, and this is what ties into the International Space Station. And hopefully, we're going to be able to get a comment from them about what's going on. It's absolutely insanity what's happening here with the International Space Station. You think you woke up on the wrong side of the bed today? Spare a thought for a crew aboard the International Space Station. On Thursday morning, they woke up to the news that the station was slowly leaking air. Flight controllers had been monitoring the small drop in pressure overnight, deciding to let the crew sleep as the hole presented no danger. The astronauts, Commander Drew Frustil, flight engineers Ricky Arnold, and I don't even know what that name is. But anyways, they located the source of the leak, Soyuz MS-09 spacecraft. The spacecraft was attached to the Russian side of the station and originally ferried the crew Expedition 56 to the station back in June. And while the hole posed no threat to the safety of the crew, it still had to be found and fixed. We've got to find that hole. Where is that hole? What does it look like? Let's take a peek and see what this hole looks like. Upon finding the source of the leak, a 2 millimeter 0.08-inch hole in the orbital compartment of the Soyuz MS-09. Astronaut Alexander Gerst from the European Space Agency plugged it with his thumb. However, NASA ground control realized that it wasn't exactly ideal, according to the Telegraph, explaining that a thumb isn't the best remedy for a hole in one of the most expensive, important pieces of space infrastructure. Former ISS Commander Chris Hadfield posted an image of a hole, not the hole, to Tuesday, Twitter. Well, anyways, they got this hole going on here, and now it seems like they're going to be backtracking, but everyone's seen this hole. Yeah, this is the hole that was circulating everywhere. It was all throughout the news. You can clearly see all the different journalists. You got CNET, you got BGR, you've got all the actual media running with the hole of this. And you got Chris Hadfield, when the spaceship suddenly starts leaking air, you fix the hole with duct tape. Nice save, he says. Got the old NASA stamp on here, timestamps. But the only problem with this is, yeah, you got Remedy Drive. This is a Christian rock band. I actually have this album. It's actually a pretty good album. This is from 2014. This is identical, the exact same hole that is being used in all the media. The media is basically portraying the hole that this supposed asteroid hit or meteorite or whatever hit the International Space Station. Only problem is this is from the 2014 album from Remedy Drive, Commodity. Now, I thought it was interesting in this article how they're talking about how it wasn't the best remedy. Right here. Can you see right here? The best remedy. Well, it's interesting because they're taking the whole from Remedy Drive. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. They're taking it from a Christian rock band. This is a Christian rock band. They've got quite a few albums to date. The newest one that just came out is The North Star by Remedy Drive. Another good album. Like I said, these guys have been around for quite some time. I'm not sure what their response is going to be to all this nonsense that the International Space Station are portraying the whole to the world, saying this is exactly what the hole was. And you've got Chris Hadfield himself, tweeting out this. You've got the media running with all sorts of ones. You can see the hole here, the hole here, the hole here. And again, right? Oh, it's a micrometeorite. Sorry, it wasn't a meteorite. It was a micrometeorite that hit. And again, they keep showing this hole over and over and over. Only problem is, like I said, it's Remedy Drive's album cover, Commodity. Big, big farce. What are they going to do? How are they going to backtrack? I mean, it's bad enough that they're showing this. They're showing NASA official stuff on here to make it look all legit. Like, look at, you got like a little explosion there, little pieces of debris, and yet it's an album cover, a Christian rock band of all things. And not only that, in the article talking about it wasn't really the best remedy using the thumb, saying remedy. I mean, You can't make this up. It's Remedy Drive. This is the name of the Christian rock band. The name of the album is Commodity. Check it out. They're probably going to get some increase in album sales here now. Maybe they'll be thankful for NASA increasing their exposure. Because, like I said, they've been around for a while. I have this album. When I saw this circulating, I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this before. I've seen this picture. This picture just looks like I've seen this before. It is identical. I mean, in every which way, you couldn't even make this up. Identical, identical, identical. So, anyways, I wanted to just do a quick video on this. I know that's circulating. It will be interesting to see what they have to say. How are they going to backtrack, saying, well, they just grabbed a stock image? I'm waiting to actually hear from Remedy Drive to see if they actually had this photography actually shot for their album cover. Most bands actually don't use stock image. They actually will get something professionally shot because they will own the rights to it. So, and if they do own the rights to it, I think they should sue NASA because they're using actually, what they own. So it's just going to be interesting to see how this story develops. But I just thought it was really funny that, to the world in all the articles, go around, click on it, you'll see over and over, you keep seeing it. There it is, there it is. Again, this has all been put in place. But again, they've been caught red-handed big time here. Now, I'm not sure what Chris Hadfield's going to have to say about this. Oh, I just grabbed an image, any image, and I threw it up there. Only problem there, Chris, you threw NASA on top of it, and you threw like some sort of weird timestamp. If anyone knows exactly what that timestamp is, what 25 kV means, X72, 0028, and the 100.0 U, I would be interested to know because I'm not sure exactly what that means. I'm trying to figure it out. But obviously, they're trying to give you legitimacy when it comes to this picture. They're trying to give it credibility, authority. This is an actual official NASA, picture. Again, I'm sure they're going to backtrack and they're going to say that this was just grabbed out. They went to a stock library and they just grabbed a hole. That doesn't fly. I mean, if anything, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe it's a bullet hole. I'm not sure what this original photo is, but if anyone can find it, the best people though would be Remedy Drive, this band. I know that my friend is actually going to be reaching out to them. He actually saw them perform just last year. He knows quite a few people in the music business, and it'll be interesting to see what these guys have to say if they tweet out, where they're at, what this photo is, where they did it for the album cover in 2014. But again, as far as I know, they own the rights to the actual image itself. I doubt they just took some stock image. I think that this was done for the album. And again, I really think that they should do something about it because, again, they're not only taking something directly off their copyright and their album cover. But again, they're lying to the American people. They're taking in so much money. What is it, $52 million a day, NASA? And this is what you give us? You give us Christian rock band album covers? Remedy Drive? Are you kidding me? This is just ridiculous. I mean, people need to start waking up to the lies of NASA. They need to start waking up to what's going on here. There is a massive lie being perpetrated, and people are just standing by and they're just saying, making excuses after excuses for the space agency, not just NASA, but these other space agencies. It's time that we actually start demanding justice for what they're doing. They're lying. They're blatantly lying. When we see a picture like this, when we see a massive story circulating in every single news agency about, oh, there was a hole and they plugged it with the thumb. Yay, he saved the day. And look at the hole. Look what it looks like. And have this. Chris Hadfield, you should be ashamed of yourself, dude. And you want to sit and laugh at us? I remember with the conference that just came out, they went to go interview Chris Hadfield. And basically, in a nutshell, Chris basically says that don't give those flat earthers any time of day. Don't give them a platform. Don't even allow them to talk. That's your attitude? Yeah, but then you can basically throw up stuff like this and lie. So basically, you're saying, don't give us a platform to talk and question you. That's exactly what it is because you knew that you were basically just nonstop full of lies, putting stuff up like this. Chris Hadfield, you really need to be ashamed of yourself, Chris. Chris, seriously. Honestly, this is what you do. This is this is your tweet. Everyone, tweet out Chris Hadfield. Here's his tweet right here. Here's the original. A lot of people are hitting him right now. Not just with this video, other stuff has surfaced about Remedy Drive. Again, I have the album cover. I definitely, remember listening to it actually just maybe about 6 or 7 months ago. It's actually a really good album, but that is not to say that we need to start looking into this, big time. And hopefully Remedy Drive will actually come forward and say, hey, guy, hey, Chris, hey, NASA, what are you doing? Showing our album cover to millions and millions of people saying that that's the hole, that the micrometeorite penetrated in the International Space Station. Again, this is exactly what they're showing. They're going to backtrack. I know they are. They're going to come out. They've been found out. I mean, it's so blatantly obvious what's going on here. Remedy Drive album, Christian rock band from 2014. I have the album. You can't fake it. And then you've got this brand new little photo of this micrometeorite that penetrated the International Space Station, and one of the astronauts saved the day by sticking his thumb in it. Well, hopefully they're going to come forward. Hopefully we're going to be able to ask questions. I would love to hear their response. What does everyone think in the comments? Maybe you can comment what you think their response is going to be. I mean, they're going to have to respond to this. Too many people are aware of this right now. They're going to demand to know why they used this picture, why Chris Hadfield went up and made it all, authentic with his little NASA branding and his weird timestamp. And again, I really don't know what this timestamp is. I don't even know if it is a timestamp. 24 kV X72 0028 100 OU, and then NASA. Again, this obviously means something. This means something to space junkies, or if you're coming to this video for the first time and you're a big NASA fanboy, well, maybe you can help us out at least in the comments and let us know exactly what this means. Because all I'm seeing is lie, 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 lie when I see an image directly copied 110% from the album Commodity from Remedy Drive. And again, remember, it's Remedy Drive. And like they said, putting your thumb in a hole isn't the best remedy. Ha ha ha. Nice little touch there, guys. It was almost like you were throwing it out there in your article. It's almost like you knew. But again, no one mentions Remedy Drive. No one mentions an album cover. All they do is they show you a picture like this, and we're meant to believe that the official story that micrometeorites are hitting the ISS. And again, like I said, it's not just CNET that are running it. Everyone's running it. You got BGR, you've got all these things. Just go around Popular Mechanics. Again, it's big, big news circulating about the astronaut plugged the leak with on the space station with his finger, right? You got astronauts aboard the International Space Station had to plug the hole with his thumb. Again, you got thumb, you got finger. Again, the majority of the ones are the thumb. He plugged it with his thumb. This is the official narrative. But again, we've got big, big problems when he's plugging a 2014 Christian rock band album cover commodity. Hey, Remedy Drive, where are you? Come forward. Let us know exactly what's going on with this nonsense. Where are you at? Where did you take this photo? What is it of? We would all love to know so we can basically hit NASA back and really hit them with what I call fraud. More lies from a space agency that takes $52 million per day from the American taxpayers, and yet we're going to sit back and tolerate this kind of nonsense. It's time we stand up, we tolerate a lot more from them than this and demand answers, especially when they're going to throw us lies. So, just a quick video, just an update on this. It's making big news right now, and hopefully, we're going to hear more soon from the band Remedy Drive and what's going on with the nonsense that NASA keeps showing us. And this is just one example. Check out my channel if you're new. Look around. There's a lot of stuff that they've been showing us in space that really it's just complete lies thrown in your face. So take care. We'll talk to you soon. Blessings.